Good morning, cadets. Let us solve some numerical problems again. If a progressive wave traveling in positive x direction, it is a progressive wave traveling along positive x direction, having amplitude 6 centimeter. Amplitude is 6 centimeter. Frequency 200 hertz and velocity 400 meter per second. Then write the equation of the progressive wave. Write the equation of traveling wave. We know the equation. The displacement of a traveling wave or a progressive wave traveling in positive x direction. First I will write the equation. Y as a function of xt is equal to a sin kx minus omega t. So in this equation amplitude is given 6 centimeter. Amplitude 6 centimeter, that is equal to 0.06 meter in SI units. Then velocity is given. Velocity 400 meter per second. Then frequency is given. Frequency u is equal to 200 hertz. In order to write this equation, we need to know what is A. A is already given 0.06 meter. We need to calculate what is K, angular wave number, and what is omega, angular frequency. Right? We can write these things using this given data. First, we will write what is omega. We know that omega is equal to 2 pi by t, that is also equal to 2 pi nu. 2 pi into frequency gives us omega. So directly we will get 2 pi into 200. This gives us omega 400 pi. We get 400 pi radians per second. 400 pi radians per second. Now we need to know what is K. K can be obtained from the equation of velocity. Velocity is given. We also know that V is equal to omega by K, ratio of angular velocity to the angular wave number. Angular velocity to the angular wave number. So omega already known. So from this omega is known and V is known. We can calculate what is K. Therefore K is equal to omega by V. Omega 400 pi and velocity 400 meter per second. Thus angular wave number becomes pi. 400 cancels, pi per meter. Pi radians per meter. Pi radians per meter, right? So we got the value of K, we got the value of omega. Now we can substitute to get the equation for traveling wave progressing along positive x direction. Therefore yxt now becomes equal to 0.06 into sine k. K is pi. K is pi radian per meter. Pi x minus omega 400 pi into t. So this becomes the equation for the wave traveling along positive x direction. You can take out pi. Or you can substitute the value of pi. That is also okay. If pi is taken, then you are left with x minus 400 t. This becomes the equation for a wave progressing along traveling wave. So when such questions are asked, first we have to write down the standard equation, whether it is traveling along positive x direction or traveling along negative x direction. If it is along negative x direction, it will become kx plus omega t. Okay. Then we have to list the data, whatever it is given. From the data, we have to find out the unknown quantities. Okay. We must write them in SI units. That is important. Okay. Therefore, the displacement is in meter. So much in meter. Right. Now let us see one more problem. See the second problem. Two sitar strings A and B playing the note G, Sa, Re, G, Ma, like that. G. Note G are slightly out of tune and produce beats of frequency 6 Hz. They produce beats of frequency 6 Hz. Means the difference between the frequencies of these two strings A and B is 6 Hz. That is what we call it as beat frequency. Right? The tension in the string A is slightly reduced and the beat frequency is found to be 3 Hz. If the frequency of the original frequency of A is 324 Hz, what is the frequency of B? What is the frequency of B? Okay. So here only the string A tension is slightly reduced. String B is not disturbed. Only string A is reduced. So when the tension in the string A is reduced, then we need to understand that frequency is reduced, because we know the property of a frequency of vibration in a stretched string is directly proportional to square root of tension. So if the tension is increased, frequency increases. If the tension is decreased, frequency decreases. Okay. So here frequency is decreased. As a result, the beat frequency reduces to 3 Hz. From 6 Hz it is reduced to 3 Hz. So if the original frequency of A is 324 Hz, what is the frequency of B? Okay, this is the question. Now first, initially beat frequency, initial beat frequency nu B is equal to nu A minus nu B. Now beat frequency is given 6 Hz. So from this we can calculate what is nu B. Therefore nu B is equal to nu A minus 6. Nu B, if you take it to the right hand side, then 6 comes to the left hand side, it becomes nu A minus 6. Nu A is 324. 324 minus 6, it becomes 318 hertz. Right? So that the beat frequency originally is 6 hertz. When the tension is reduced, then frequency of A also reduces, because frequency is directly proportional to square root of T. As you increase tension, frequency increases. As you decrease tension, frequency decreases. Now, new beat frequency. New beat is 3 hertz. Therefore, I can write 3 hertz is equal to nu A dash minus nu B, so that I can find out what is nu A dash. Therefore, nu A dash is equal to, you can just see here, nu B plus 3 hertz. Nu B plus 3 hertz. That is 318 plus 3. So it becomes 321 hertz. So the frequency of A is reduced from 324 hertz to 321 hertz as a result of slightly reducing the string. Whereas frequency of B is same as it is, 318 hertz. You can verify. 324 minus 6 is equal to 318. 321 minus 3 is also equal to 318. So 318 remains as it is. 321 minus 3 is equal to 318. 324 minus 6 is equal to 318. Thus, the beat frequency is obtained as 3 hertz. If beat frequency is obtained as 3 hertz, after reducing the tension, the frequency of A is reduced from 324 to 321 hertz. This is how we need to apply the theory that we have learned from the phenomenon of beats. Okay. Now look at this third problem. A bat emits ultrasonic sound of frequency 1000 hertz in air. That is 1 kilohertz, that is 1000 hertz in air. If the sound meets a water surface, what is the wavelength of the reflected sound? Partly it is reflected and partly it is transmitted through the water. The second one, what is the wavelength of the transmitted sound through the water? Speed of sound in air is given 340 meter per second. Speed of sound in water is given 1486 meter per second. So just a rough diagram. This is the water surface. This is air. This is water. If this is the sound that is incident, the sound gets reflected. This is reflected sound. Incident sound. These are the crests, just for our understanding. Reflected sound. This is incident. reflected sound, and some part is transmitted to the water, so it undergoes refraction. This is transmitted. That is also called refracted sound. Now what happens to the wavelength? That is the question. So first you write what is the given frequency. Frequency of given ultrasonic sound. Thousand hertz. First we will find out what is the wavelength of reflected sound. Speed of sound in air. meter per second. So it is reflected in the same medium air. So there is no change of frequency. When reflected in the air, there is no change of frequency. So frequency remains same. Therefore, we can calculate now wavelength of reflected sound. Wavelength of reflected sound is equal to V by nu, because we know that speed is equal to frequency into wavelength. Frequency into wavelength. Speed is equal to frequency into wavelength. Therefore, wavelength is equal to speed by frequency. Therefore, lambda reflected is equal to 340 divided by nu. Nu is 1000. So it becomes 3.4. 0 cancels. So it becomes 0.34 meter. That is 34 centimeters. So that is the wavelength. Distance between two consecutive crusts is 34 centimeter or 0.34 meter. Now, speed of sound in air is what? Now, what happens when the sound travels through the medium? When the sound is transmitted into the water. Water is a liquid medium, therefore speed of sound increases. It is increasing from 340 to about 1486, almost 1500 meter per second. So we can calculate now what is the wavelength. Again remember, when the sound is transmitted through the water, frequency remains the same. Frequency does not change. This is interesting. Frequency remains same, because the ultrasonic sound signal, when they travel through air, enter through water, the water molecules also vibrate with the same frequency as that of the ultrasonic signal, ultrasonic sound wave. So the frequency of oscillating water molecules or vibrating molecules will be same as that of the frequency of ultrasonic sound in air. Therefore, lambda, you can call it as lambda 1, now you can call it as lambda 2. Lambda 2, that is wavelength in water, 1486, that is, again we can write V by nu, 1486 divided by frequency. It now becomes, you can see, 1.486 hertz, 1.486 meter. 1.486 meter. So 1486 divided by 1000, so it becomes 1.486 meter. That is the meaning of the wavelength. So you can write it as 100 plus 0.48, 148.6 centimeter. So it means the distance between the crests here increases. The reason is speed of the ultrasonic sound increases. Right? This is how we calculate the wavelength. Wavelength multiplied by frequency gives us speed. So using this one can calculate the wavelength. Same thing we are applying to the light waves. Next year you are learning light. When the light falls on a water surface, partly the light is reflected and partly the light is refracted, that is transmitted through the water. But remember, even for the light waves also, the frequency of incident light wave, frequency of incident reflected, and the frequency of the light wave that is traveling through the other medium like water, the frequency remains same. Only changing thing is the wavelength. Wavelength changes because there is a change of speed. Here in the case of sound, the speed of sound increases from air to water medium. The speed of sound increases from gaseous medium to liquid medium. Again, the speed of sound increases from liquid medium to solid medium. As the density of, you see, as the matter changes, the speed of sound changes because of elastic properties and inertial properties. This is what we have learnt. But in case of light, remember it is reverse. The speed of light, when it enters from rarer into denser medium, the speed of light decreases. That is the reverse. Okay? Frequency remains same. Speed of light decreases because wavelength decreases. Whereas here, the wavelength is increasing. You can just see here 0.34. From 0.34 it is increasing to 1.486 meter. It is 34 centimeter. It is increasing to 148.6 centimeter in case of sound wave. If it is a light wave, then wavelength decreases. This is how we can apply the equation V is equal to nu lambda and get the result. Okay. We will see more and more numericals in the forthcoming videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.